Recording has started, so good morning, everyone in this room and whoever is going to watch this video. So today we are in this session of the internship graduation presentation from one of our interns over here in Bukit Vista. So let me introduce myself here as the moderator of the session. So my name is Shalin and I am here as part of the human resource team. And today we have our business intelligence team present in the room to watch Matthew's, our data analyst intern's graduation presentation. So we have Matthew here who is going to present. And currently we have Bella, Lydia as the fellow team members of Matthew to actually witness his presentation will be in this session. So we might actually have another guest or another team member coming in later on during the session. So without further ado, let's just start the presentation. Yeah, we are ready? Are you ready?
Hopefully ready.
Okay, nice. All right, then let's start. Matthew, the time is yours.
Okay, first, good morning to all my supervisors and everyone who are present here. Today, I stand before you to mark the completion of my internship program. And firstly, I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude for the invaluable opportunity bestowed upon me to contribute to this esteemed organization, which I believe has significantly enhanced both my technical prowess and also my soft skills. To introduce myself, I'm a second-year student at the university, majoring in computer science. Then, 2 days from now, I will continue my academic journey to the University of Birmingham for a double degree program. My role in Bukit Vista is a data analyst intern in the business intelligence team. So next, to provide a brief overview, I believe that as a data analyst intern, my core objective is to extract insights that will empower decision making, thereby paving the way for a brighter future through the lens of data. My three main responsibilities during my tenure at Vista: dynamic pricing execution, which is actually guided by Kak Bella and also supervised by Kak Maria and also Kak Dira; revenue projections, which is primarily guided by Kak Lilis; and also SQL data visualization that is guided by Kak Felix and also Kak Cinta as well. And to jump directly to the dynamic pricing execution, I would like to elaborate that dynamic pricing execution is actually a critical aspect of our business intelligence operations, as it involves optimizing rental rates based on various factors, including the market dynamics, occupancy rates, and other variables that collectively contribute to the revenue maximization, as our main objective is to maximize the revenue for each month. And fun fact, we reached the highest monthly revenue on the previous months. Here, our pricing strategy was designed to strategically position our properties in the market. And I will skip the details for now, but you can pause on my presentation if you want to delve further on the strategy part. And next is some concrete examples of the dynamic pricing executions that I made using an integrated Google Sheets, aligning with the actual rates on the various OTAs. Yes, the censored part in the presentation is the name of the properties that it is not very ethical to provide the name of the properties. Moving on to revenue projections, I would say that this is also my main responsibilities here, apart from the dynamic pricing execution. And I feel that it is a very crucial component of financial planning and management that is centered around future income that a business or a partner anticipates over a specific time frame. And to achieve our new projection, as a data analyst, I believe that we should harness the power of data to make well-informed decisions and projections. And we also use several tools such as the Dash for the visualization, Excel sheets, and also Google Collabs. And this is the example of the revenue projections that I made for a property. Apart from it, I would also like to note that we grade our properties into three distinct criteria, which is the design grid, location grid, and product user. And for the location grid, we utilize a web scraping tool to extract data from multiple OTAs. This data mining process has allowed us to rank per property based on the heat map of popular attractions. And next is the SQL data visualization. I believe that this is the part that I would like to strongly highlight, as I believe there is a very substantial enhancement in my SQL skills in comparison to the skills I have before joining or starting my internship program. This growth has allowed me to write more complex and comprehensive and also functional SQL queries than ever before. Here, my primary responsibility is to develop or revise necessary visualization to support the revenue management dashboard Either I do it by myself or under the guidance of my supervisor. And to note that actually this is the visualization that I study the most. I just the code of the visualization is actually made by Kalis and I just help and revise it. Next is the visualization on the monthly remaining potential revenue, which I try to make it by myself. And this shows the remaining potential revenue on demand. It is calculated based on the previous average daily rate to show the potential revenue we have on that month. And apart from the technical aspects of my internship, I will jump on to the essential lessons or the valuable lessons that I learned apart from the technical skills. One of the most valuable skills that I have acquired that I felt really greatly is the time management. Before this internship, I didn't really use any calendar to organize my schedule. But now I felt I have become more proficient in using Google Calendar or scheduler or any scheduler tools to plan my days effectively. And I think it has really boosted my productivity and it helped me to finish a lot of work more quickly. And as a data analyst, I also learned the importance of proper documentation. I think my job required me to analyze data and make informed decisions. And this meant that I need to explain how I conducted my analysis and provide detailed reasons for my decisions. And aligning with that, I also honed my skills in professional communication, as working with many supervisors and clients has taught me how to express my ideas clearly and confidently. I believe that it is also really important to have the storytelling skills to help people understand the reason on how you make your justification or your decisions. And apart from it, I would like to move on to some of the core values and also the tenets that I learned from this STEM organization that I deem very valuable for me, as well as to the fellow interns in the future, and also the maybe the intern applicants that would like to apply for this position. One of the fundamental principles that I've come to believe in is the concept of failing fast. And here, I believe that we as humans are bound to make mistakes, and that is perfectly okay as long as we learn from them and strive to move forward. In fact, I would say that failing quickly or failing fast can often be the curriculum and catalyst for faster growth and progress. And the other core values that I would like to point out is the never settle. When we settle, we essentially close ourselves to the possibility of improvement and innovation. I believe that it is essential to remain humble and recognize that there is always room for improvement, no matter small it is. And the third point is that I've learned the significance of not assuming and use data to drive our decisions. As a data analyst, providing well-reasoned justifications for our choices is critical. And whenever in doubt, it is far better to seek guidance from the supervisor or to our team member to seek guidance than to make assumption. And furthermore, there are also three other values that I felt really helpful for my future careers or that I really hold to myself. First is to foster transparency to be able to help others, also to help themselves. As I believe that collaboration is the key when we work in a team. Solid teamwork is essential for achieving our goals efficiently. And also, regardless of where we are positioned within the organization, I believe that we should always pay attention to the detail. And also, by paying attention to the detail, we can provide thorough explanations that will create significant difference anywhere we are. And last but not least is the principle that deeply struck me, as I believe it is also the quotes that is often stated during the company meetings or the all-hand meetings. Curiosity is the antidote to fear, and the enemy of progress is not stagnation, but a false sense of knowledge. This valuable lesson has reinforced the idea that it is not just okay to embrace our curiosity, but the matter itself is very crucial for personal and our professional growth. I've learned that it is better to fail fast to learn faster. This mindset has not only enriched my experience during this internship, but also has become my guiding principle that I will carry forward for my future endeavor, as I believe that it holds the key to continuous learning and achieving our fullest potential whatever. That's it for my graduation presentation, and I would like to thank everyone who have paid attention to it. Thank you, everyone.
All right, thank you, Matthew, for the presentation. So I believe just now everyone here, okay, wait, yeah. I believe everyone here has actually like witnessed how is the results as well as the progress that Matthew has gone throughout his internship. So I'd like to give the time to Lydia over here since you raised your hand just now.
To be completely honest, I was trying to give some reactions, but I clicked the wrong button, but might as well. So first of all, congratulations, Matthew, for completing your internships here. It's been a very fun 2 months having the pleasure to work with you. I believe since we're working in like a hospitality company, I believe you come in the most exciting times during summer, right? So you get to experience the roller coasters during the peak seasons, and also all the issues, all the complaints, or yeah, all the journey that we're experiencing that you can only experience during high or peak season. So I think that's one of that should be a valuable lesson that can be, I don't know, some kind of guidance for you whether you like to work in hospitality in the future or not. But I believe that's giving you a lot of questions to think about during your internship here, especially as a data analyst, and all the mentions that you're getting on Slacks about like, please analyze this, please analyze that. Like those kinds of questions happens a lot during peak season. So I think you get to experience something valuable from this time around. And I guess as one of your teammates, I think I'd like to say that thank you for being dependable during your internships here, as Matthew is the one very responsible for helping me and especially Dira for all the revisions for dynamic pricing. That's been very, very helpful because now that you're graduating, me and Dira has to do our own revision, right? And it took a lot of time and it's pretty burdensome, but it makes us realize how valuable while you were here. So I think I'm very grateful for having you as a teammate here in Bukit Vista, and I hope that you get to feel the same way as well about working with me, with everyone in Bukit Vista. And I just wanted to say good luck for your future studies, your journey. I believe it will be very, very interesting, and I guess keep in touch. I don't know how, but keep in touch, please. Yeah, I think that's all. I don't have any questions, so I'm just giving you some words that I wanted to say. But yeah, that's all. Good luck, Matthew.
Thank you, Kak.
Okay, thank you, Lydia. Okay, initially I thought you were about to ask him a question, but okay, that is fine as well. Okay, in that case, let me actually like ask a quick question. I just met you in this case. So just now during your presentation, you basically show the results, right, of your work in this case. How about you bring us through the process? Like you can just show us like what do you normally do? Let's say for example on like Google Sheet or on Redash, apa? Like show us the thought process as well.
For the process, my working is actually more involved or gravitate towards the dynamic pricing execution. And I would say like maybe if there is a 6 days a week, I'll spend like 5 days a week for the pricing execution and also for the revision also. In my spare time, I would say that there is 1 or 2 days usually a week for the revenue projections. There are some SQL visualization that I learned and some that I revised throughout my days here. I would say that most of the operational work is for the dynamic pricing execution. We'll say that it is pretty fun and I struggle with it a lot in the beginning, but as time goes on, I think it's being very great and I've learned valuable lesson from it. And I really enjoy my working here with the three main responsibilities that is given to me.
Cool. Thank you. In that case, okay. So yeah, that would be the one question that I have actually so far. But thank you for your answer. Okay, let me actually pass to Bella over here as Matthew's supervisor as well in his work. Perhaps maybe can you share a little bit more about like your experience supervising Matthew, or perhaps like your experience working together with him.
So for the last 2 months, I guess I hope we can work together more. But as we ever see that Matthew moved data or pricing analyst shows that he's have motivations to learn new things. So previously he was applying for data scientist, right? But in practice, they have to understand the user needs. Then he moved to the pricing analyst and discover more on that point. So I would say that Matthew is more to like I would like to recognize Matthew as help others to help themselves as well, because in this case that Matthew always ready to helping the supervisors on the pricing decisions. That's why last month we also could achieve our revenue targets. So accomplishment for Matthew as well as our team of revenue management team. So yeah, so far it's a great time to work together with Matthew actually. Thank you very much for your contributions, Matthew.
Thank you, Kak.
Back to you.
All right, thank you, Della, as Matthew's supervisor over here. Okay, so probably back to Matthew if you have any last words before we end this presentation.
Any last word? Would like actually to thank everybody that I may not have mentioned before, maybe for Marcel, Kavidi, and also Kadila, maybe if I forget to mention their name, and also to Mr. Jing, and also to the organization that has guiding me very well for the last 2 months. And I really learned a lot from the experience I have with you guys. If the moment came or if the opportunity arises, I'll also be glad to find the opportunity to work with you guys again. And also to who has just joined, I would like to thank her for my time here, and also to the other employers or to the other teammates in different chapter in other different teams that I have been in work with that is too much to mention one by one of their name. I would like to thank everybody who is in this organization for the amazing opportunity. And that's it.
All right, cool. Thank you, Matthew. So, Della, come on. So, okay, since you turned on your camera as well, so might as well. Any words that you would like to say to Matthew or audience in this case?
Okay, sure. Thank you so much, Matthew, for your hard work during this past month. I sense great willingness inside you. You have a good motivation as well as willingness, of course. And although I'm not closely work with you or there's no job related with you, I think, but I think we met before at reservation and yeah, so that's where I acknowledge your potential. So good luck for you and your next journey. I think so. If there's any other opportunities that we can meet again and be a colleague, I'll see you in the future, I guess. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, cool. Della sounds kind of unsure just now, but okay, fingers crossed. Yeah, let's see later in the future. Okay, so I think that actually concludes the presentation session for Matthew's graduation from his internship here in Bukit Vista. So thank you everyone for watching. Stop the recording right now. Thank you everyone and have a great day. Yeah.